know what brand this is. I've tried looking. It is seemingly really good quality. The head pops off for a weird reason. I don't understand why, but yeah, I'm going to clean this up nicely for her horse stables. She does need horses. So 35 Rand rather than 1,000. Definitely going to do that. Then we've got a little Ariel mermaid plushie, also seemingly in still really good condition. She loves Disney, she loves mermaids, so we're doing that one. A little hair bow, and then I also got this, literally I think they say like 40 or 60 Rand or something for this, and I think this is just so cool. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for at this stage. Definitely would be cool on a formal dress, but I also think this would make such an awesome handbag. Like, imagine this on a handbag. I think that would
nice.
be very nice. So then Emily wants to make a jacket, so we ended up getting a pattern. She chose this one. I'm really hoping all the pieces are still here, and then I can show her how to do that. I might take you guys along and show you guys how to use these patterns. You can even thrift them to make garments. Trouble being if they're already cut and the sizing and everything won't necessarily that whatever design you choose will fit you, but if you're into repurposing fabric or whatever, that is definitely something you could do, even just to learn how to sew. Then I got these little Melissa and Doug baskets. I don't know which set this would be from, but I thought this would be perfect for Bella's little playroom to do her little fruits and vegetables or whatever. I want to do a little market thing that I want to make for her. So I thought this would be cool as some sort of a sorting activity to keep her things. I don't know exactly what, but I'll use that in her toy room. I got lots of these tins. Then for them would be to plant some plants in here and then sell those or just keep them in the garden. In my I want to start thrift flipping because I love thrifting so much and I feel like I'm very creative, but I also have limited space. So yeah, if you guys enjoy thrift flips, and if you're just enjoying these types of videos, you support me and then I get to do this every day. So yeah, I got a quality street one. I got little baking powder. This was a little just bucket, but it's a Checkers branded little garden bucket, so I thought that would be so cute for Bella. Yeah, all of these tins I'm going to be using for the plants. So there's a popcorn one. There's a Pravita. There is, we got thread for Emily as well so that she can sew her jacket because it's going to be red. And then we've got a biscuits tin, Cadbury milk chocolate biscuits. We have a cornflakes. We've got a cook meal blom tin, wheat peaks, and I don't know what this is even. I have no idea what this would be. I genuinely don't know, but very cool. And then I got a little heart applique thingy that I can also put on a shirt or whatever. I actually have a scarf that matches this, so I can use that with this. Anyway, that was the thrift haul, so super excited for that. I think I'm going to use the same video actually to show you guys how to use the pattern. Let me quickly flip this around just. And then, okay, now I can show you guys. I'm going to put you guys here and then I'm going to explain to Emily here. Because this is predominantly me explaining to her how to use this. You can stand here, I think it'll be. Here we go. Yeah. So firstly, when you open a packet for patterns, now obviously because these are secondhand, we do not know that everything is here, so we really hope so. But normally when we buy patterns, we check for the instructions. I saw that these were there, so yeah. Firstly, you've got 2 instruction sheets. I haven't opened a pattern in years, so this is like a discovery for both of us. But this one will tell you how to actually do the layout of the cutting, because on patterns, that one is a small one, traditionally they have arrows to point to the grain line. Okay, see, these ones have not been cut out yet, so that's also good. You can cut those out. Okay, yeah, so grain line. There is one of the arrows. Now the grain line, that means when your fabric is square, that line must be straight. Then you must just do them the same, because let's say you've got a printed fabric that's got little flowers on. Now you're cutting one this way, but then one this way. Now the pocket has got skew flowers, but then this one has got, which also when you're choosing fabrics, if you're choosing stripes or, it's difficult, because when you have to do the seam, you have to make sure when you're cutting it that the pattern is gonna line up, so that the line can continue. So that it doesn't go line, stop, line. You see, so it's difficult when you're choosing fabric. You must always keep in mind, am I gonna use this for an accent pocket or rather than the whole piece? Okay. So then this is telling me, so there is A to B, then there's C to D. Now once we look at so this is jacket A that we've got here. This is jacket B that we have here. This one is C, and then this one is D. So yeah, depending on which one you would like to make is what you're going to need. But then also they'll tell you, I'm just trying to remember where they're going to tell you. It's at the back. So if you need appliques or whatever, even the fabric that they suggest. So let's say, which one are you not liking the most? B. Okay, so let's have a look at B. When you're looking at the back, it tells you how much fabric you need, as well as what you need with that. They tell you the fabric that they suggest you need for that. So let's go to B. Okay, well, suggested fabrics would be wool and wool blends, flannel, gabardine, linen, silk linen blends, and then appliques would be like suede, leather, and then lining fabrics, because this one has a lining as well on the inside. So you can use that fabric, or otherwise if you've got a cheaper fabric or whatever that you want to do the inside with, you can do that. But for this one, it's telling you the pattern pieces and where they go, and and what you need them for there. But the measurements here, so the size 16, that's how you can check if it's going to fit you or not. You look at the centimeters. So, but this one is body measurement. So your size, your body size. But this one is, hold on, this one is in inches now. Where's the centimeters one? Okay, well, you can use this one's, the size is in centimeters. So for this one means bust, for instance. So your bust size, when you measure it, 97 would be for 16. So that's how you can measure for future. This time I don't know. We're using it as we're making it, and we'll see if it fits. If it doesn't, we advertise it and we sell it. Then basically your interfacing. So that is when, if you are making the pocket and you want it to be nice and stiff, like a, then you fuse the interfacing, you iron it on. So it's a thin layer of fabric that you put on the inside to make it thicker. But you can still use like other fabrics that you've got, or scraps or whatever, just to, it's not going to be the same. But it if you don't want to buy fusing, then you can do that, and then you put it together with that piece. It goes at the back of it so that it makes it nice, like the collars, to make it thicker. Okay, then on the patterns you will see some of them will say cut to, or cut on fold, or whatever. Let me explain that to you first. So, and this you must be gentle with it, because if it tears, then it's almost better to, if you're going to reuse the fabric or the pattern, to draw this onto newspaper, or just so that you've got copies of it. So this one is for a skirt. Now you're not going to use the skirt necessarily, you're just looking for the jacket. But this one is telling us center front place on fold. Why is it not telling us how many to cut? It's supposed to tell you cut to, but because it is cut on fold and it doesn't tell you to cut to, I'm assuming this one would be you're cutting one copy of it on the fold of it. Okay? Yes, yes. And then you would, if you're doing a lining, unless if they've got a pattern for the lining, but all of the patterns you'll see. So this is telling you, this is the skirt front. That's the part of the pattern that this is. Then this is the brand name. This is the design. Like this was number. Like this was that design of all of the designs that they made, and this is the size of that. This arrow is where you should. Oh no, not this one. No, because this one cut on fold means you're folding the fabric, and then you're putting this on that edge. Okay. So this, not gonna look at that, but it's supposed to be. Yeah, it is. You see, it's perpendicular. So this one, yeah, to lengthen. That's how long you want it and stuff. I'm trying to just tell you everything that's important. This is a dart. Okay. So this one, you need to always, with these ones, mark on the fabric. Yeah. You need to make your little dots. You need to make so that, because if you don't have that, then once you've cut it, then you don't know where it is. Okay. So mark it on the inside of your fabric, because if you get the ones that wash away, but you can use soap. Like, you know the Dove, the white soap? Yeah, I see. You use it, you make a sharp piece. You cut, so it's like a marker, you know, because then it washes off when you're washing it. And then this is where you're going to sew on. So this one has got, I think, it looks like it's 1.5 or 2 centimeters seam allowance. Yeah, 1.5. It's 1.5. So when you're sewing, all of your edges you need to do. Normally I overlock everything and I cut off 0.5 centimeter. Then I sew at 1 centimeter because that's the seam allowance that you have. Even this, you need to mark it because that is where, when you're putting the back piece, you mark up. You put the two marks together and then you pin. Okay. Then you just fold this one up again so that it's nice. See, this one's back facing. Yeah, you see this one, it says cut 1. I don't know why that one doesn't say how many to cut, but this is just cut 1. But if it says cut 2, then you don't go cut. You don't do that. Take your fabric, you fold it, you put it on once. Because when it's saying cut 2, it means you need this and then you need this. I see. If you're gonna, because if you're gonna, if you cut 2 like this, then you're gonna have 2 left sleeves or 2, and then if it's like a pattern or if the fabric has got a top and a bottom, then it's gonna be a problem. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should tell you. No, I think that's everything. Oh, that's I think that's everything I need to tell you. But now you just need to go and look on pattern B. So then you've got these instructions as well. Oh, there's another one. So this will tell you step by step everything that you need to do. Okay. But you need to look now. You are doing pattern B or view B. So you're not going to look at view A because that's irrelevant. You're not going to look at no, you're only doing that one. And then you also need to just remember, if you want to make the skirt, you can, but you don't. I wonder. Yeah, just check that you don't cut the skirt pieces if you don't want to make the skirt pieces. So this is page 5. This is page 4. Page 3. Alright, so this goes like 1, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6. And then where is, so this one would be in 1 and 2, ne? So this is your book, basically.
Yeah.
Now, it's telling you for pattern B, that's the jacket that you want. Now, this is saying the pieces, you can actually do a checklist. Go and highlight to help yourself. Get 18 or 21 actually, different colors. And then you go, you highlight this one, that color, and you go, you find that piece and you highlight it.
Okay.
You find this one so that you remember, so that when you're looking for this, you know, yes, it's this one. And then you can also see, yes, I've got all of my pieces. Or even if you just highlight, because it says on there the name and everything, so it doesn't matter that much. But just so that you check, yes, all of my pieces are here before you cut. Because otherwise, now you're putting the pieces, you're cutting, now one piece is missing. Now you can't make it. We will be able to make the stuff or whatever, but okay. Then it's just telling you how to put everything and how to, you can pin or you can put rocks even. But the rocks is ish, because if it moves, it moves. But for some people, the rocks work well to weight it down. This is telling you all the different markings on like the pieces. So if you're looking at the grain line, this is telling you what to do. And then this is the interfacing I was talking about. And pressing, you must press with the iron, you must do all of the all of the pieces so that they're nice and flat and there's no wrinkles and everything. Okay, so here it's telling you, wait, which one will you make? B, right? Yeah, B. To make jacket A to B, we are going to need, it's on this page now, number 2, which is the jacket side. We're going to need number 7, which is the jacket back. We need number 3, which is the pocket for A and B. We need 11, which is the undercollar. You see, so you go, you check that you have all of these numbers, and these numbers are on here as well. 15. So it'll tell you, okay, do we need 15? No, not for this one. But now you must just check, man. On here it'll tell you if it's for a skirt. You see, like if this one had 19 on here, it doesn't now, but if it did, oh, but it says jacket, it'll keep, this skirt will be separate. Yeah, you see the skirt is separate, so it's okay, you don't need to worry about that. Then then you look at this, you put your fabric like that and you pack your pieces how they show you to. You see this one is going over the edge now. It's because it is cut on fold. So that piece you're gonna get from the underside as well, if that makes sense. Other than that, that is basically all you need to know. And then you go to make it now, to like actually make it. Here it's telling you about the interfacing, how to do that. Okay. Then it's gonna tell you step by step. Okay, here we're starting with the sewing now. It's telling you stitch this one to this one, and then this one has sequins on, so they're just saying, but you don't have to do the sequins and whatever. If you want to, you can do that. But you see, then you start and you read down all the way. But now this one is for view A, so you're ignoring that one. You go view B. But you read all the way up until view A. No, then you read here. This one is A or B, so this you will also read. Now C, we don't need to do C. That's not part of us. Now, but I just want to see if this is gonna. No, this won't be the last step of that. Sorry. And then see, here it's going now with the seams and stuff. But you just need to keep track, because I think this is also part of C still. Yeah, this is still part of C, and then that's part of D. Oh, no, you see. here it's saying collar, and then we go back to view B.
Yeah.
So you need to just check everything to see. View B. Carry on, do that. View D, we're not reading view D, we're not reading all views. Okay, we're carrying on here. View I, we don't do all views. Okay, we do that. You see. So then you just read it like a book.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, you're gonna do. Oh, I'm excited to see what it looks like. I think you're gonna do really well. And everyone on YouTube also wants to see, You're gonna come show us. Can I show them when you're done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show them. And then, but then next time when you come, once you've cut everything out, I'll explain to the. Oh, but I don't need to because now this is explaining to you.
Yeah, it's explaining.
Yes, but I'll make a video like all of the questions that you've got. Then, if you ask a question, then I'll record that little bit, and then you carry on. But when you've got questions,
but I want to just doing myself.
Yes, that's because that way you learn.
Yeah,
yes.
Because you can record the things.
Then no, that's what I'm saying. No.
Yeah.
No, I will. If you've got a question, I will show you. I'll record myself like what I'm doing, like but on the camera. Because then it's like little bits.
Yeah.
And then because then other people that want to learn, then they also learn from the questions that you have.
Yeah.
Because sometimes because I've done this a few times, I don't think about everything that you might not know yet. Or because it's so normal to me, I don't get all the questions always. You see, but then when you ask me something, I'm like, oh yes, why did I not tell you this? You know? And then other people that are also learning, you see now. Can I give you a little bag for it?
Yeah, can I take this list?
Okay. Anyway, guys, this one is it gonna fit?
Yeah.
Is it gonna fit?
I think so.
We'll make it fit. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a live, so I don't know realistically how great my recording skills were with this. Shane Emily helped me so much in the start of this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, and don't forget your thread, And yeah, okay. Cheerios, bye.